In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hi, and welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. My name's Al, and I'm your DM today. With me are Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Daria, and Ida. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway and I play Melee, a Moon Elf Wizard.
Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play half-orc barbarian fighter named Cracker.
Laura?
Hello. I'm Laura. I'm from Germany, and I play Byleth, a tiefling wizard.
We're all a little bit off our rhythm today, huh?
Yeah.
Daria?
Hi, I'm Daria. I'm from Poland and I play a tiefling sorcerer named Zenis.
I guess, Sophie, it's your turn.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm from Wales and I play a human wizard named Charlotte.
And Ida.
Hi, I'm Ida. I'm from Sweden and I play Lilith, a wood elf cleric.
Excellent. All right, take it away.
Okay, so we opened with the water elemental, which we find out later, named Fwoosh, heroically laundering an infected squirt and cleansing him of the mold. And the process is taking a bit of a toll on him. He's accumulating black specks and he's getting a bit wobbly and he's kind of zoning out from the effort. And meanwhile, Byleth is popping and locking her way to some telepathy. She's also picking up some language skills, learning the tiefling word for ready, which I can't pronounce. And when Byleth asks for Fwoosh's name, he gives a beautifully poetic response, like the sound of warm, fresh water rushing through a passage, crashing into the waves into the deepest part of the ocean. And then says, but you call me Fwoosh. Or Fwoosh. I'm probably not saying it right. Fwoosh.
Exactly. It is Fwoosh. Yeah.
Fwoosh. Okay. So there's a remaining infected list of characters here. We've got Dorothea Ironbelly, representative working on forming an alliance with King Brunor for the Lord's Alliance, dedicated to diplomacy even during crisis. Conrad Braun Anvil and Tinkle Drinkwater, sister of late Drinkle, which we recall had kind of sold us out to live with the hot demigod guy before he ditched her in a fatal sort of way.
Oh, come on, you would do it too.
No way, man. Not hot enough. Needs to be green. Mia Lee sees the distress that Fwoosh is in and takes a piece of cloth to try and sieve out bits of mold from his form, which he really didn't like. And Cracker successfully administers a cure disease potion to Dorothea Ironbelly, and the results are immediate and encouraging. So she tries it again, and it doesn't work. So that doesn't work on Tinkle. Pug the Bard shares his immense knowledge of the local water systems, how the Neverwinter River flows from underground pools, how stalactites form from mineral-rich dripping water, in case anybody wasn't sure, and how the dwarfs engineered an incredible lake system, I think it was like 2,000 years ago, and it still feeds the water supply. Meanwhile, Fwoosh provides valuable insight into the infection. So he tells us it's an unnatural living organism that wouldn't survive salt water. And his home plane is primarily saline, so he's not too worried about going back there. The parasites can't follow him there. And the way he describes it as parasites was interesting. So he explains that fresh water would dilute it, but they'd need to sever its connection to its creator first. The party develops an ambitious plan to power wash the underground city for a massive cleansing. And our thinking is like, we need a bathtub scenario. Let it out, stop it up. We need a deluge of water power washing. So kind of like flooding, but like with some pressure. So Charlotte steps up to offer a tidal wave. And while Pug suggests they create an opening in the roof above the main cavern to let the lake water flow through, there's some discussion of sticking Cracker in there, finding a big rock, and Fwoosh, after going through the pipes, reports some encouraging news after connecting to it that he found the main water source and he feels way better. But the lake is perfectly positioned. It's very close and deep with enough water to cleanse most of the city. And he departs to his realm after Cracker says, "Getting bold." And that's a little insulting, but he gets in anyway, and he goes away. But before he leaves, he kind of makes a side comment to Byleth about like what happens on the material plane stays on the material plane. And mentions that he technically is married to Mealy, but just kind of disappears after that. And I don't know if Mealy heard that, but it sounds like she's got a love on another plane now. So we need a big hole or a big plug for this big hole that we're planning to make in the roof. And Rick the Roller comes to mind. And so we summon him. Actually, I can't remember who summoned him, so I didn't write that down. But Rick the Roller shows up, and he emerges from his big roller, although he's picked up some black mold from his travels. He's kind of gross looking. And Mealy quietly suggests a strategic approach, because Cracker was going to run up and say, "Oh, maybe I could try and heal him." Sort of letting him see that maybe he can be cured by our plan rather than rushing to like heal him right away. So King Brunor and Mealy take time to bring Rick up to speed on everything that's happened, including the mold's effects. And when they present the plan to him, the Flood the City plan, he's a little hesitant and tries to get back into that spherical sanctuary. And Cracker positions herself to block Rick's retreat, and we're poised to stop Rick from disappearing back into that ball. I think that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Nice one. Well done. Yes, well, the reason why there was that whole sort of exchange was because Mealy, what did Mealy do, Henrietta?
When Rick?
No, the with
Oh, with
Fwoosh.
the elemental?
Mhm.
Well, I just tried to help him to remove some of his black mold, and I kind of put my hand inside him without consent.
Two hands even. Double
Yeah.
fisted. Yeah. Well, anyway, that awkwardness aside. So you've managed to wrestle, as we like to say, Rick the Roller. You've got him in a headlock or whatever lock you'd like. He's struggling against you. Well, what else would you like to do? Let me go.
Someone talk some sense into him.
I look at Denise.
Sense? To him? Rick, stop fighting. We need your ball. You need to save the kingdom. You are the protector, remember. You need to save the kingdom. And yourself, by the way. You are infected.
Yeah, I guess that kind of appeals to his nobility as a paladin, even if he is technically maybe an oathbreaker. Yeah, give it a. You want to give it a roll?
Of course.
She said with an aged sigh. I think Daria is actually
22.
aging in real life from this game.
22.
Wow. Okay. Cracker feels Rick's struggling begin to subside a bit. He's still kind of wriggling and writhing a bit, but nowhere near as violently as he was before. And then he looks at Zanice. He looks at the rest of the party. He sees Squirt, curled up like a little kitten sitting in Zanice's lap. And then he looks at his king. We need to save the kingdom? Well, I suppose it's possible, but what do you need me to do?
Mealy, would you like to tell him the plan? It was your
Hot
plan.
potato.
It was amazing. But I don't think anyone can tell it as good as you.
Okay, let's see if I remember. The plan. We have learned that there's a lake above the city, and we are going to kind of punch a hole through the bottom, and we need the ball to kind of be a plug to stop the water when we need it to stop, so we don't flood the city. And I guess when we save the city and cleansed a lot of people here, you can get your ball back, because then they can make another plug and you can go get it again, and you will have your ball back. And you'll be a hero and you'll have your ball. That was the short version.
So I'm going to say this is an intelligence check. Although persuasion usually is charisma based, you're essentially appealing to his logic, and you're also trying to lay out a logical plan. But we'll roll it against his charisma. So you're going to roll something that you're proficient in that's intelligence based if you have something. Investigation.
Okay.
We'll use that as a proxy. And then
Okay.
who would like to roll for Rick to resist the sheer Vulcan logic of Mealy?
It's only logical.
It's only logical. And you both have the pointy ears as well, right? So
Yeah.
I'll do it.
You'll
Okay.
do it, Laura, you said?
It was me.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Sophie. You two really are starting to sound alike, with the and the and the yogurt and the girl power. It's hard to tell.
Hiya. Two.
Hey,
Thanks, Laura. That's not helping.
huh?
Deliberately
Sophie
confusing
said
me.
that.
Stop it! Stop it! You're triggering my paranoia. Wow, one gets a 26 and one gets a 2. Well done. So you see Rick. His shoulders just completely slump. He relaxes entirely in Cracker's arms. He kind of leans forward into Cracker's massive bicep. Well, I suppose if it's for the good of the kingdom, I'll do what has to be done, like. All right, let's go. And then he gently starts to stretch out towards the ball. Cracker, do you let him, or do you keep a tight lock on him?
I look at everybody for confirmation. I look for a nod.
Like one of those memes where it's like Christian Bale and then
Eyebrows go up. Do I?
Eyebrows.
Do I?
Yeah. Maybe you should join him, just in
All
case.
right. Yeah.
Should be room for 2 in there, right?
So you sort of like drag him over there while you still have him in like a arm lock and like a bear hug, and kind of like shuffle over like really awkwardly.
But patting his back soothingly, like they do in Korean K movies, K dramas, like just pat, pat.
Now that is a reference I am not familiar. Why is it? How do Koreans pat backs differently when they're soothing somebody? What do they do?
It's different. To me, it looks not soothing, but culturally, I guess it's just one of those things. You just pat someone on the back with your full hand, like just pat. It's kind of, I guess, like burping a baby kind of thing.
Okay. I'm like imagining some horrible stereotype like kimchi combined with taekwondo. Just sorry if anybody is Korean. I love Korean food. I've got lots of Korean friends, so don't be offended. Don't be offended. Okay. Yes. So, well, you've already got him in a lock, and you're very strong, and he's actually surrendered. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. So you just
Well, I'm just gonna carry
shuffle.
him in, like
Okay.
in my arms.
In your arms?
Yeah, I'm soothing him. It's like, it's gonna be okay, Rick. It's all right, man. I'll just carry you in there.
I need a hero. Or maybe Whitney Houston. Just love you. Anyway,
Oh my
sorry.
god. That's so
That's
high that
pretty
it's
good.
like cutting out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My testicles descended a long time ago. Why are we talking about me? And as you bodyguard lift him towards the sphere, he reaches out gently, pats it as if saying goodbye, and then he looks at you, nods, and just with like his facial gesture and his eyes, he indicates that he wants you to put him down.
All right.
And as you let him go, he seems to just sort of reach out for the ball. He looks like he's pushing the ball, but you know that's almost physically impossible because of the weight discussion we had last week. And which, by the way, I just did on the fly, but actually I calculated afterward just to see if I was right, and actually I was pretty darn close. So I was only off by about 10-15%, which for a random object of this size, that's amazing. You're lucky if you even get the right scale. So he climbs, the thing rolls over until the hatch is about where it would be for him to just climb in by sticking his leg over the edge of it. And he does so, disappears inside, pulls the hatch behind him, and then it rolls back up again so that the hatch is back on top. And you just hear from inside a muffled, "Let's roll." And the
Okay.
king looks at all of you and nods and says, "Good luck. I'm rooting for you. If you need anything further, let me know. There are some special doors that can't be opened unless you're specifically part of the tribe. And it's not all dwarves, so unfortunately, Dorothea can't help you. Braun Anvil could, but also Thibbledorf Quent, which I think you may have met him last time you were here. He's the ghost of one of my closest friends and battle companions. He's got the right stuff, if you know what I mean. Now, as a ghost, he's a bit immune to all these moldy going on. So, if you find him, it would be great if you could utilize his abilities and bring him back. But otherwise, you can take Conrad. Oh, sire. No, just it'll be fine. It'll protect you. And I suppose you could always get rinsed again if you need it from our watery friend there, Fwoosh. Is it? So
Yeah.
I wish you good luck. And if you find that druid from the Emerald Enclave, you let her know that we'd like to have a word. The terms of her alliance seem a bit more generous now that we've seen what this black mold really does.
So is she a foe? Or
A foe? Do you
should we
mean an
expect,
enemy?
yeah, should we expect aggressive behavior from her if we meet
I,
her?
I, I don't know. It depends, I suppose, on whether she's been corrupted by the mold, but I don't think so. Um, it's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, even some of our clerics have been turned, but I honestly can't say. The best bet is just go in carefully and keep your guard up.
Yeah. Can this ball kind of burrow? Or
Oh, well, it does have a drilling function, actually. To be honest, he's not been entirely accurate with it. Last time he tried to use it about a century ago, he ended up in the kiddies area and nearly destroyed the crash. It was a devil of a time calming down all those angry wives and mothers and fathers, as you can imagine. But you can give it a go. I mean, what have we got to lose at this stage?
well, would be easier if he could just drill up and plug the hole when we said when.
Oh, you want him to drill the hole through the water?
Mhm.
Hmm. So he'd have to start it and then stop halfway through, presumably. I mean, we don't want him falling through it, right? Because if he did that, then it'd be completely unpluggable and unsolvable as a
Yeah.
puzzle.
I'm just wondering how we can get through the bottom.
That's not a bad idea, though, actually, if you could get him into the reservoir, the lake, and then just have him drilled from the bottom of it. That actually could work. See if you can find a solution to having somebody down there, whether it's one of your companions or maybe Thibbledorf or somebody else, and then they can give you some kind of real-time feedback on whether or not the water's coming out and it's working. But if you can, then I think that's a great idea, actually.
Yes, we should go then. I guess there's no chance that we can just montage this. Just say that it works.
Not a chance in hell. What do you think this bloody DM's been doing for the last 3 weeks, except planning out this encounter? You just want to get straight to the conclusion. What's the fun in that? He's been working on his bloody Scottish accent. And it still's terrible, but it's better than it was.
There's
Honestly,
just so
Henrietta.
many things that can go wrong.
I know. That's the beauty of it. You're either going to make level 5 or you're going to not make it at all.
Mhm.
Okay. Come on, montage this. Oh,
It's worth a try.
yeah. I suppose we could. Session over. Thanks for coming.
What if we all sing that song from Rocky?
Yeah.
Which song from Rocky?
Um, uh, actually, I forgot. Isn't that We Are the Champion? No. Hang on, let me find the song.
Oh,
Eye of
we
the
are the
Tiger.
champion.
Yes, I Have the Tiger. That's it.
Yeah.
I Have the
You see, Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
Huh?
Keep
Huh?
going. Yeah, that's great.
No, I don't know anymore.
I don't know.
That's all I know.
Neither do I.
Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Very good. Yeah. Montage this honestly. Come
That's
on. Okay. So you guys have your marching or rolling orders, as it were. Who do you think you're going to bring with you on this excursion?
Well, apparently we need a dwarf who's part of the tribe in case we hit any closed doors.
And there's one right there next to you, so you can certainly grab him and have him come with you. Otherwise, you have to go looking for this ghost for a bit.
Yeah, no, we're gonna bring. This guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Should we
one you're
just?
looking for, who is Thibbledorf Quent, is you've seen him before, some of you.
Yeah, that's a vampire dude.
Yeah. He's a ghost now. He's led many lives. Obviously, he was a dwarf, and then he was a battle rager. It's like kind of like a barbarian, really. And then except they wear armor, and then he became a vampire. Then he became a ghost.
Yeah. Should we just let Tonker and Pug and Quark stay here?
How many of these people have you left just randomly all over the dungeons and if
Well,
you're in the Underdark?
We'll pick
well,
him
it's
up.
better for them to stay here so they don't. Will be
But you
in the
never
thick
go back
woods.
and get them.
Well, they're safer here.
I remember you left at least one person back with one character back with the Archmage of the former Archmage of Menzoberranzan.
Yeah, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't we
But-
do that on purpose?
Yeah, did. And Ashley was also going back, right?
Mm-hmm. Ashley White.
Yeah.
Vague relation to Snow White. Yvonne caught that early, but then I had to pretend that wasn't true, but it totally was true. Oh, you caught me.
It's just if this fails, we're going to be flooded, and having 2-3 other companions to worry about won't be the best.
Well, there's no guarantee if it's flooded that they're going to survive here.
True. I can close the doors though. Big heavy doors.
Which, if you've ever gone to a friend's house for a party or something and then accidentally clog the toilets, that always works. Just close as the water's rising ominously up to the lip of the bowl, you just put the lid down, close the door to the bathroom, and just walk out and pretend like it'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah, but Tonker, he can save everyone with teleportation, actually.
Ooh.
And we have the statue.
Why don't we just have
everything
Tonker fix all this by himself, and then we can just go to the
Yeah.
next bit.
That's a good idea.
No, don't do that either. Back to the montage.
Yeah. And Puck
But think
can
how,
inspire him.
but think how cool it'll be when you actually complete this. Come on.
If we complete this.
Well, you'll complete it one way or the other.
Yeah. Okay, should we summon a water elemental today? Just to have it with us. It needed to purify the water, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a good idea. I hold out the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
What do we say?
Well, last time we just kind of tipped it over and poured the water out. And it
Okay.
Okay.
Cracker does that.
Yes, and the water begins to pool up and slowly returns as your friend or acquaintance, I should say, Fwoosh. And before you know it, he is standing in front of you. Where are you? I guess he's here. Yeah, pretty close. You rang.
Oh yeah. We're ready to power wash the city.
Is he speaking common now, or do Balas need to
Yeah.
comprehend languages?
Oh yes. Well,
Okay.
he's doing it, and then Pug is going to translate for you to save you the trouble of
Oh.
waiting 10 minutes.
Okay.
Fuck our savior.
Pug gives you a thumbs up.
We might need to bring Pug then.
Ooh. Well, we
Yeah,
could
or
also
that.
skip to the end of 10 minutes for Violet to do it. I would like to recommend that Mealy start learning those ritual spells because just having them in her spellbook doesn't cost anything other than the money and the time, and it's really helpful to have someone else do some of these things as well.
Too bad. Violet is so good at it.
But it would be helpful to have more than one person have the same spells because sometimes you want to do more than one thing, and they all take ritual casting times of 10 minutes, and between Violet and Charlotte, they're already hands full with the detect magics and the identifies and whatnot. But if you guys do what you want, it's totally up to you. Personally, I always do it as when I'm playing wizard. I hoard ritual spells everywhere I can because why not? Basically free. Don't even need to memorize them.
They cost money.
No. Were you saving up for something fancy?
Yep.
You said robes.
Yep. Or a tiara. Not too much.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, you never know. King Brunor might be able to hand out a couple of tiaras if you
Oh.
guys get this set done right. I mean,
Oh, maybe if you could seduce him, become the queen.
Oh, stop that. That was only for you, Sophie. You did such a good job with Braith and Kazandar. So, we never did resolve what happened with his sister and her
Oh,
desire
God.
to take over.
Oh.
You guys absconded pretty early, but yeah, there might be some unanswered questions there.
Cross that bridge when we get there.
You'll burn that bridge when you get there is what you mean to say. Knowing you guys. Yes. Okay. So, what was the final decision on Pug? Did you want to bring him, or did you want to use your spells or do the ritual spells, which you can do? Absolutely.
Think we're leaving him?
Okay.
Yeah, I can keep casting comprehend languages.
Sorry, Laura. You sound a bit faint.
Oh no, I can just keep casting the ritual.
Okay.
Can the elemental dude kind of... Does he know where the... How should I phrase this? The thinnest point from on the lake to the hallways or caverns where you can flood. Does he know where that is?
Through the power of translation, he will express back to you via Pug. Actually, let him roll an intelligence check for him.
Okay. D20.
Yes. Tell me what you get.
6.
He'll say no. But if the reservoir sits above the cavern you wish to flood, I can certainly find the deepest point.
I guess we just have to start somewhere then. But you know where the lake is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start there.
So you'll head out after saying tearful goodbyes, presumably to everybody. Squirt grabs very tightly onto Zanice's right leg. He's actually sitting on her foot, and he's got his little arms wrapped around her calf, and his little legs are wrapped around her ankle. And he says, "Don't go, Zanice. I don't have a good feeling about this." Dun dun dun.
Don't worry, kid. I'll be back. I pat him on the head and try to get him off my leg.
That's what Mummy and Daddy said, and they never returned.
Let's make a pinky promise. I'll be back.
And he doesn't seem entirely convinced. You want to roll persuasion or something else if you like?
25.
And then afterwards, can we go get ice cream?
Of course. I'll get you a lot
Okay.
of ice cream.
Yay! I'm going to eat it until it covers my entire beard.
And then he reaches up to try to give you a hug.
I hug him back.
And his rather thick and wiry beard tickles you.
Okay, let's go.
Hug just stands there.
Was absolutely beautiful. I have to write a song about this.
Let's go.
Okay, so to be clear, it's you guys and Rick, and that's it.
No, we also
And this good.
brought, Conrad.
Yeah, okay. And obviously, Fwoosh is traveling with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we mentioned to Tonker that if it starts to fill with water up here, to get everybody out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I can try my best. I'm not 100% sure I know the way to walk out of here.
And he starts looking around the room.
I know
Using your
we have to
teleport.
go up. Oh, teleport.
Yeah.
Yes, right. I think I can do that.
Yeah. Take them to. You've been to Neverwinter, right? That's the place you're familiar with.
Yes. We didn't we meet there recently?
I didn't meet you there, but maybe the others did.
I do know Neverwinter.
Yeah. Think about that. So you don't have to kind of decide where you want to go when you need to cast a spell.
All right. And he closes his eyes, starts
Not
mumbling
now.
a word,
Not
and
now.
then disappears.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, that went well. I guess we just have to succeed and
I'm such a dick.
I kind of think we should bring them with us.
everyone?
Well, and maybe we could bring them up to the lake level somehow, and they could stand on the shores of the lake. At least it'll be. Is there like a shore to the lake? At least they'll be above the water level.
Yeah, but we don't know what we're going to meet on the way.
Oh, surely we can protect them. A
All
powerful
of them?
party such as ourselves. Maybe.
Some weaker people might even be able to travel in the mithril ball.
Point.
That we're going to put in the bottom of the ocean.
Bad
Well,
point.
just until we're out, and then they are out of danger.
Good point.
But we don't know what's up at the lake. There might be a lot of these zombie dudes at the lake. We don't know.
Well, we'll defeat them all, and then they can come out.
Yes.
Easy as that. Crack is with me.
Cracker's flexing.
Okay, if one of them dies, I don't want to be blamed for it. A lot of people to bring along. 1, 2, 3,
But
Yeah.
if it floods,
5,
but if it
6.
floods, then they're dead anyway.
But if we succeed and it doesn't flood and some of them gets killed on the way,
I know.
That's entirely on our heads. Maybe they should decide for themselves. We don't make the decision for them what they want to do. I'm just gonna look at King Brunor. You're the king. Do you want to follow us and rely on us keeping you safe, or do you want to stay here? And if thing fails, you'll probably drown.
Lassie, I've already died before. I've told you before, I'm
Me
not
too.
afraid to die again. And I appreciate the offer. You must know it's not out of cowardice, but as a king, I need to stay here amongst my people. We can't fix it, but we can try to offer them some comfort. It's all right. I don't want to burden you with the extra requirement and responsibility of keeping me safe. Normally, my bodyguards would be doing that, but obviously they're not available. No, you go on. Take whatever resources you need, but I'll stay out of your way and make it a little bit easier on you. If it fails for some reason, I'll have to be the one who goes out and tries to round up whoever's left and get them to safety.
Okay. I look at the others, Dorothea and I don't remember what she's called. The other one.
Yeah, Dorothea Ironbelly.
Yeah, and the other one. What's her name? Jesus.
We don't need her.
Huh?
Drinkle.
Oh, Tinkle.
Tinkle. Drinkle was her sister, right?
Yeah.
What about
Oh.
you?
Do you want her to come?
Well, Millie wants them to stay here to kind of because I think it's safer, but the others want them to come, so I'm kind of giving them the choice. But if Cracker and Violet wants them to come, they can.
I mean, it feels kind of like 50-50-ish. So if you want to roll a die, but Tinkle will essentially follow her king. So if the king requires it, she'll go with you. Oh, I'm happy to help, but I don't know what I can do. I might just get in the way, but if you need me, of course, anything for the crown and for the kingdom. I mean, I'm really just good at brewing beer.
Yeah, there'll be much brewing, I think.
Be lots of water. No brewing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the alcohol could kill the mold. I don't know. Maybe act as a disinfectant.
Do you have any alcohol with you?
And she starts patting down her vest and her pleated skirt, and she reaches into what appears to be, it must be a very deep pocket, because she slides her hand in and then she starts sort of hunching over, and from the body language you can only presume that she's already reaching down to her knee, and then she pulls something out and it's just a giant bottle. I've got this. And then immediately gets very defensive. It's this purposes only. I don't have a problem. I can stop anytime I want. Why are we talking about me?
Do we have some empty vials?
Just
I
take it. Just take it. Take the whole thing.
No. I was thinking about a small fireball. Cracker, do you remember?
Yeah. It worked really well.
It could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
It's very powerful. We never export this. It's only for dwarves. You know what the formula is for proofing alcohol? Well, this is 250% proof.
Which, when some of you who have 17 or higher intelligence start doing the math, you realize that is not actually possible.
Cracker just says, wow.
If you're not careful, it'll take off your eyebrows, and that's before you set it on fire.
I do have 4 empty vials. Actually.
Would you mind?
Yeah, sure. Do you want all 4?
Probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna give the 4 empty vials to Cindy's.
And I will try to pour alcohol into every one of them.
Okay. The stopper is very tight. It's so tight, you need a strength check to open it properly.
Cracker, can you help me?
Oh, okay. All right. No problem.
She's good at bashing things and opening tight jar lids.
That's what I'm here for.
All right. Strength athletics. You want to rage? Get advantage? Open!
Well, I'm afraid to
Veins
break it now.
bulging.
I might need that rage later. I think I'm okay. 12?
You all watch as Cracker's giant meaty paw like just envelops the stopper. And Cracker at first looks extremely confident, as she does, right? Just it's a bottle. I've killed, God knows what. And then the look on her face just sort of oops. And then it's like one eye squints, the other one gets really wide open. There's like a vein starts bulging on her forehead that none of you have ever seen before. There's like the whites of her eyes start turning red as she's got like little capillaries bursting from the exertion. Just roll a dex save.
Oh,
Cracker.
man. All right.
Oh.
9.
You lose one eyebrow.
Nice.
Which one would you like it to be, left or right?
Make it the right one.
All right. Is that the what? Do you do like the rock where you raise an eyebrow
Yeah.
inquisitively?
That's
Is that
the
the
one.
one that you lose? Okay.
Yep.
So now when she raises the eyebrow to try to look intimidating or slightly inquisitive, it doesn't really work because there's no visual reference to keeping it in place. It's strong. It stings the nostrils, as Ron Burgundy might say, and immediately you don't see it, but you can. All of you can smell, some faint whiff of what can only be presumed as some sort of whiskey or type of scent associated with the alcohol, although the alcohol itself doesn't have much of a scent. You see King Borner like taking cover behind his throne. All right. You've got the stopper off.
Okay.
You feel like you needed safety gloves for pouring this stuff.
I thought you were
Couple-
gonna make the situation like, when you go to open a jar lid and you're like, you can't quite get it, so you hand it to the next person, but you've loosened it enough to
Yeah.
and then they succeed and you're like, oh, so close.
And then squirts like,
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Quick.
No, I wasn't going to force you to do that. That would be emasculating. Okay.
I will use mage hand to pour
Yes.
alcohol into vials.
That's a smart move. Absolutely. Yeah. It's like toxic waste. Just a welder's helmet, thick rubberized gloves, hazmat suit, metal tongs. It pours out and it's actually glowing. You stopper it up, and you see King Bruenor peeking from behind his throne. He says,
I think you should be careful with that. Try not to jar it. Might be a bit unstable.
Okay.
all right. You've managed to pour out 4 vials, and you still have quite a lot left in the bottle, which you may return or keep, depending on what you'd wish to do. Tinkle's already made it clear that you may keep it if you need it.
I'm okay. She can keep it. What do you think?
Yeah.
She very gingerly reaches out for it, but it's like something that she thinks could explode any second. So she's got her face pointed as far away while still attached to her neck and shoulders as she possibly can from the arm that's reaching for the bottle. Takes it in her fist and then slowly and carefully tucks it back into the pants leg trouser until her arm goes all the way down to the elbow again and then disappears. And then she pulls it back out. And then you watch as she really slowly inches her way over to one of the big chairs and just sits down in a very stiff and uncomfortable looking position and tries not to move.
Cracker, do you want to?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay. Millie, do you want one? Or someone?
Yeah, give Mealy one since she obviously doesn't have Fireball and it's really grating on her.
Yeah.
I can give you 2.
I'm just thinking that maybe these are best thrown, and I'm not really good at throwing things.
You wanted Fireball, you got Fireball, and
I
now
can
you
take
don't
one.
want Fireball. Make
I
up
can
your
take
mind,
one.
Henrietta.
Well, I can take
Oh,
one, but I'm.
What if you like tie it to a crossbow bolt and then fire it?
Oh,
You
I do have a
can-
crossbow now.
Ooh, that's good.
You can probably dip the bolt in it and then set it on fire.
Mm.
I can take
I
one
don't
at
know if
least.
it will work.
Yeah, you guys are going to start engineering fire arrows, delivering mechanisms for fireballs. So basically, like a medieval ICBM.
Cracker can have a fire sword.
Fire sword.
Ooh, yeah.
Someone wants the last one, or should I keep it?
You
Keep
can
it.
keep it.
Having heard all of this, Fwoosh just sort of backs away. Pug's been translating for him just so he can stay a part of the conversation. And he hears all this about fire this, fire that, and Pug just looks, Fwoosh just looks very, very uncomfortable. There's a lot of like what can only be presumed is nervous rippling going throughout his watery form.
Right. Well, if you don't need anything else, suppose that'll be it then. Good luck. I hope you succeed, obviously, and if you do, Gauntlgrym will once more be in your debt. And I haven't forgotten what you said there, Charlotte, or Lady Seaholler. I'll see about making you I don't know if we've got that many nobles in the city, so it might be a bit odd having somebody outside come in, but I can certainly knight all of you.
Fabulous.
It comes with some responsibility, but we'll talk about that later.
You're a very generous king.
This is not generosity, it's self-preservation.
And gratitude.
Good luck.
Thank you. We're gonna need it.
I'll curtsy. Thank you, my king.
You're very welcome, young lady.
And he leans over to Tinkle and says,
Just take a note, would you, Tinkle? Get their spellings of their names in case we need to put it on some sort of a memorial.
God.
all right. It is almost 10:30 exactly. So who needs to pee?
Me.
All right, 10 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi, we hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here.
Hold my
earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
okay. So you guys are ready to head out, it looks like, right? Any other last minute preparations? You guys want to talk about strategy at all?
I guess we just have to kind of see what comes. We don't know what lies ahead in the caverns.
This is true.
But I guess the plan is to, I don't know, if Rick kind of tried once to drill with the ball, but it didn't go well. I don't think we should try that now. So I don't know, maybe.
But Rick isn't his usual self.
No, it's not.
Might actually be more accurate.
It's opposite day.
Yeah.
Or we could use the small fireball. It won't be as
Yeah, I was thinking the
accurate,
same
but
thing.
How would you use the small fireball in a body of water?
From the bottom, from the caves.
Oh, with all the
Yeah.
fungus and things. Ooh.
Yeah. Go from kind of underneath and blow up into the lake.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
risky.
It's definitely risky.
Everything's risky.
You know, I'm gonna have to set up a special one shot just for Henrietta. I'll design a new game system, and everybody will get to role play somebody who works in a modern cubicle office, and we'll call it accountants and administrators.
That sounds terrible. What?
Is that like Plants vs. Zombies?
Yeah, but less boring. You'll have to role play like giving presentations of like quarterly performance results and writing incidents reports and reporting to HR. Trying to negotiate a better cubicle when one person leaves. Who
Nice matter at hand.
solving the mystery of who ate the last donut, or in this case, the last pot of yogurt.
Oh my gosh.
I have shape water if that's of any use. I can move water by 5 feet.
You just pick up the bucket and carry it.
Yes, basically. But do you see any buckets around?
Magic.
A whole kingdom of dwarves who do nothing but mine things all day long, and not a single one of them has a bucket.
Or even a helmet.
Or even a helmet. Or a mine
The options
cart.
there. I can even change the color. I think. Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yeah, no, the shape water is definitely very useful. It's I would say mold earth is more useful, generally speaking, because of all the things you can do with it. But shape mortar is definitely useful, certainly in this context. Actually, anything else you guys want to do?
Oh, I guess we can walk and discuss as well.
Okay. So now you're walking. Anything else you guys want to do?
I feel like we're missing something.
Um, take the
A
last
vital
cup of yogurt.
clue.
I would never railroad you guys.
No, like you've like planted some sort of vital Easter egg present or something in this room. Did we search the room?
Isn't that railroading?
No, that's
No.
different. This is Easter egg present
Oh,
giving.
this is waterboarding.
No, that's coming up.
It might literally be coming up. All right then. You guys are gonna head out then, right? Okay.
And we have the water elemental with us.
Mhm.
Trying to think of everybody.
Yes.
And I casted
Splosh.
speak. No, comprehend languages.
Yes, you now comprehend languages, which is great for you, but then you still have to take a turn to translate it for everybody, which is fine if you're not in combat. But if you're in combat, it would be like, what did he say? What did he say? Quiet! I'm too busy casting fireball. Now I see if several of you can do it again for free. It would be so much easier.
I have one quick question.
Okay.
You know that mechanical creature from the mechanical plane or wherever that is?
He has a name.
Work.
Oh, I know, but I'm talking about him, sort of trying to be subtle.
Oh, you're not
And
talking to me. You're talking to
no,
your...
I'm talking to the group. I'm
Sorry.
talking to the
Oh,
group.
I
Sorry,
apologize.
yeah, not question for you. Can he like, I've seen people drill stuff, that thing that turns really fast and like puts holes in things. I've seen one of those hand cranked ones before, but he looks like maybe can he do something like that?
Ooh.
I have no idea. Violet, go ask him. You can talk to him.
You can't understand common, but okay. The Quark, or best friend.
Oh,
Do
that sounded
you?
sincere.
I always do. Um,
Uh,
do you happen to be able to drill? Just generally, like into the ground or something?
and he'll look at you. Yes, I can drill. And he sort of reaches around his back, and you just hear, and you from the side you can sort of see a little like a little patch of his round body sort of pop out and swing out onto it on one axis like a door, cabinet door, but it's obviously round because he's spherical. And he reaches inside from behind, and then he pulls out what looks like a very small hand drill. So it's like it's one of those where it looks like it's got a U bend in it. It's like a big screw, but it's got a U bend in it, and it's got a big knob at the top. And then he holds it by the knob, and then he holds it by the U bend, and he then pulls it in circles, and you see the little drill work.
Oh. Look, guys, he can drill.
And
So
fly.
talented.
Hmm.
Expendable NPC. I know we just met, but sacrifice yourself.
Well, maybe just
Do you
drill a
have
hole and then
pieces?
fly away. He might not die.
My
Might.
But if we have him drill up and then Rick can drill down, and we don't have the huge hole in the bottom, but just a little one. So Rick can stop kind of in the middle. Because a 15-foot hole in the caverns will be a lot to plug.
Mhm.
if
Mm.
if the ball doesn't work. But a tiny size hole will be easier.
Now that's using your high intelligence.
Level 18, baby. Well, not level 18, but 18 intelligence. Can be smart if I want to. Sometimes.
Yeah, take that, Charlotte.
I'm crying to my tiara.
In her tiara. It's like, no, Mealy can't have a tiara. That's all I've got. You can't take this away from me.
Oh god, I don't remember his name. This dude.
Conrad?
Conrad, right. He has kind of stone sense as well. And Rick should have it as well as dwarves, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And technically his surname is actually Battlehammer, as in he is related to King Bruenor.
So that they may sense kind of how thick, how far it is to the lake when we're under it, maybe. I don't know how stone sense work.
So this is a very fair question. So stone sense is more about the stone itself. Like they would be able to analyze things like the grade. Like if you're walking underground and you're on a slight but subtle slope, they would be able to tell you what the grade is. They automatically know the direction of the ground regardless of how they're traveling. So, they don't need stars or a compass. They can also tell you things about the history and the lore of the stone. So if it's volcanic versus granite versus limestone, was it carved? Was it carved by dwarves? They have an excellent ability to discern moving and sliding or secret passage doors or traps if they're constructed of stone or built into stone. They could tell you where weak spots are in stone, that's for sure. They could certainly tell you where stone is thinner or thicker if it's like a wall or a natural cavern. So that might apply. Think of them as being really experienced miners. Whatever a really experienced underground miner might have a good sense for, they probably would. That might qualify as stone sense.
So if we kind of walk through a cave tunnel and we say, okay, try and remember this, and when we get up to the lake, can they kind of say how far up we traveled?
Yes, that is certainly a possibility. That's definitely something that they might be able to do. So you're trying to say, like, let's go into the big entrance cavern. That's the spot we want. And then you get to the actual lake cavern, which is somewhere above it. Where
Yeah.
would that be, relatively speaking? Yes, it's not easy because that's still quite a challenging. But whereas anybody else would be 100% lost, they might have a shot at it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, that was a good question, actually. Well done, Henrietta. Plays an 18 intelligence character, but has a 16 intelligence in real life. And I don't mean like she doesn't have 18 intelligence in real life. I just mean 16 is pretty good already. So
I'm
genius.
offended. Of course, I have 18
20
in real life.
in real
Yeah,
life.
20.
You have to dumb it down for your character.
Yeah, 25. Even.
25 even.
Yeah. Okay, so should we just see what comes? Just start walking.
So where are you going first? It
I
sounds
guess
like
we
you're
need
going
to
to a big cavern.
follow. I think we need to follow Fwoosh. He
To
knows
the lake?
where. Well, he said that over the main. Said that the lake was above the cavern, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we
So
need to go to the cavern that he was talking about.
so Fwoosh. Well, okay, so the cavern is, everybody knows where the cavern is because it's the entrance to Gauntlgrym.
Okay, so it's
So, and you guys have even been there. So that's not hard to find, right? Was it Mealy who your familiar Rua went into the cavern briefly and took a look? Is that right?
Wasn't it Denise that went in and turned around?
Oh,
That's what
yes.
I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the exact words were "fuck this."
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Daria.
That's definitely what I thought.
And you might have actually said "fuck this" when you saw the Temple of Asmodeus.
Yeah.
Fuck this, I'm out. Okay, so you guys are going to work your way up to the entrance cavern, which is also a path that Rick the Roller can take because it's all wide boulevards, and his device, as huge as it is designed to be able to traverse these areas, even up and down stairs, which are stone stairs, so they can support the weight of the mithril ball. One sec. I wasn't actually expecting you guys to go this way first, so I just need to tidy something up. Won't take a minute.
But we are taking Quark now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's good to know. All right. You are back in the main entrance cavern. You see all of these rather disconcerting signs of infection. And it's not just infected people or dwarves or animals, but actually like a lot of just pods, which you guys may recall you've encountered as well. It's quite beautiful in a haunting and ominous kind of way.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. I want to live here.
Queen of the mushrooms.
Yeah. So, I mean, the whole air is the air is thick with the smell of rich, loamy earth. There is also that distinctive smell of fungus and mold, unfortunately. Oh, and massive earthquake. You guys can all drag your tokens out. I'm going to bring the other ones out in a sec. Got to figure out exactly who's coming and who's not. So Dorothy, Ironbelly's not coming with you, right?
No,
No.
And neither is Tinkle, obviously. Did you say you were bringing Pug? I forgot. And Quark?
no, we didn't.
Okay.
But we'll bring Quark because of
Yeah.
the drill.
Okay. All right. And then, of course, you've got your your familiars. Was Ivy dismissed?
Ivy died due to the dragon. And I
Right.
think, I don't think Rua did, but I think Hattie did too.
Yes.
Rua did
remember,
die,
but I
but
believe you said.
yeah, Rua did die, but I resummoned him on the long rest after the throne room. But I think I'm going to dismiss him. So just in case, I can bamf him in again if I need to.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you want to do? I mean, Braun Anvil, who obviously is a local, will say,
This is terrible. None of this fungus overgrowth was here before. These giant stalks they dominate the entrance. This was a natural cavern with just rocks and limestone and a little bit of bioluminescent fungus. This is, it's like an alien world. Looks a bit like a Myconid village, actually. Do you know Myconids?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty tasty with a bit of rotted butter and salt, but I don't dare eat any of these. Right, what's the plan then?
Is there a
So,
clear? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Well, can we see a clear? Like, what's the visibility in here? Can we see a clear path for that ball to roll down, or are we looking at a triggering nightmare?
When you say you mean Rick's ball?
Yeah.
Okay. And when you say roll down, what do you mean by roll down?
Well, roll towards where we need to go. I mean, we need to traverse the cavern, right? A little bit, like to get to the middle.
You don't necessarily need to get to the middle of the cavern,
Okay, good.
although it does look like the highest point in this cavern is a little bit further away from you.
Yeah.
It's actually not necessary for naturally occurring caverns to be geometrically symmetrical. But in this case, this one is a little bit more symmetrical than asymmetrical. So the highest, I guess I'll do it in Braun Anvil's voice.
The cavern was it's mostly limestone, but it was created by a salt dome above it. Salt formed many years ago when this was all still underwater as part of an ocean. And the shape of the cavern is it's got a bit of a dome, slightly leading closer to Gauntlgrym. But that doesn't necessarily mean that's where we want to drill the egress point exactly, because the lake itself is closer to being above where we are now. We didn't want to put Gauntlgrym as entire directly underneath a reservoir. So it's good and bad, I suppose. If we open the doorways to the city and then we flood this room, it should wipe everything out if there's enough water and enough force behind it.
Okay. What's the quickest path to the lake from here on foot?
Let me see. I think we need to double back, go back into the Underdark, and then come around, and there should be some upward sloping passages. It passes near part of the trade route that goes to the surface near Mount Hortenau.
Guess that will take too long. Because we need kind of Rick to be in the lake to plug it.
Yep. Yeah, not from this end.
No.
Well, when we're trying to drill a tunnel, which is essentially what you're trying to do, we'll start usually at both ends to save time. It makes it far more complicated because you've got to line it properly, otherwise you'll miss each other. But if we get it started here, and as you pointed out in your plan, all we need to do is sort of drill a smaller hole, because that'll be it'll effectively act as a nozzle. Then from upstairs, all we have to do is just blast away till we break through. I think that could work.
How tall is the cavern here? How far is it to the ceiling, kind of?
Several hundred feet.
Yeah.
You can't actually see the ceiling because it disappears into the darkness, and all of you have dark vision that goes up to 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, well, actually, Charlotte does too, right? Because she's got the goggles now.
Mm-hmm. And Byleth, can you ask Fork if he will be able to drill a hole in the ceiling?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, Quark, would you be able to drill a ceiling above us?
I think so.
He thinks so. I mean, the hard
Okay.
part is that we need to know where he drilled.
Yeah. I think that we need to. You can cast fly, can't you?
Uh-huh.
Have Conrad kind of be with him, or Rick, from where he starts to drill, so that they know where he starts to drill and in what kind of direction he drills, so they can get a sense of where it is. They might be able to kind of find the right direction on the other side.
Yeah.
Fwoosh will say all of this is being interpreted by presumably by Byleth as well for the benefit of Fwoosh. And Fwoosh will mention that he did find this cavern by virtue of that drip right there. And he points up. None of you can see the point.
Okay, so there's a drip from the ceiling that keeps dripping.
And there's a massive stalactite.
Okay.
So should we have Quark drill there? Like right next to it, maybe?
Yeah. If there's already a drip, there's a kind of weakness there. So I'm just afraid that if he drills too deep, he's going to get flushed out again.
Which might sound like Fwoosh.
Mm.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Very clever.
Thank you.
Well, won't Conrad, if I mean, I can't cast fly on him, and then he might be able to support in how much can drill.
Yeah. But you can only cast fly on one person, right?
I can upcast it, and then
Get you.
yeah, I can take 2 potentially, but only once.
Yeah.
Or I
And
mean,
sneeze.
with the short rest twice. But,
Yeah. And sneeze can levitate, right?
I can.
I think maybe having more people up there to help him if anything goes wrong. We should.
I could use my charm bracelet to summon an eagle. It can carry the summoner and up to 2 other people for 1 hour.
Oh.
Would you like me to do that?
Or 4 hobbits. I mean halflings.
Does it say that? Can it really?
Yeah. They're
Oh my god,
small.
we could reduce our size then. We can all go.
It's a little Gandalf reference. So. But you
Yeah,
have
I
to
that
could
shout,
also
woohoo!
Yeah.
yeah.
for everyone down here, I could also cast water walk as a ritual. It would last for 1 hour in case we drill too much or something.
Yeah, that won't hurt.
Sorry,
can do it
for
as
some
a-
reason my Discord cut out. What did you say you wanted to do?
Oh, I can cast Water Walk as a ritual.
Oh, right.
Up to 10 people, and it will last for an hour. And I could do that now, just to be on the safe side.
Mhm.
You want to post it?
And it's good that if a creature is submerged, it will carry the target to the surface. That's good.
Yes.
So if we have that, and Quark drills a little hole, just if you breach the lake with the Quark, we don't have any on the other side to plug the hole.
Yeah, we still need him up there.
Yeah. Should we send Rick ahead, or?
Well, if he goes alone and triggers anything, he's in his ball, he's protected.
Yeah.
And it won't follow us, it'll follow him. So, sure.
And Fwoosh, do you need to be at the lake to purify the water there?
Yes.
Can you fit in the ball with Rick?
He looks at the ball, and then he looks at you. Yes. But
Or
Rick
can you
would
just
have to swim
can you
unless
go?
he's a fish.
I don't think he is.
You're literally going to recreate a goldfish bowl. Step right up. Win a goldfish or a stuffed animal of your choice. Just 3 balls in the basket.
Can you follow the flow of water up to the lake from this dribble? Or do you need kind of a more stream?
No, it must be a stream.
Okay.
Is there a bathroom in here?
Bump. You should have gone before we left, is really the answer.
Are we there yet?
I told you all to go before we left the house. You always do this. You're going to just have to hold it.
Family car rides.
I
You could
feel
always
like
go and I can just press digitation.
yeah.
Oh, gross. Oh,
Nice.
just stand there, just like, why is Charlotte's eyes closed and she just looks so relieved all of a sudden?
I feel like the only thing we can do to keep everyone as safe as possible is to go back and go to the lake first, drop off Rick and Fwoosh, and then come down here again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if anyone has any other ideas, shout out.
Well, unless there's a nearby stream or something that he doesn't need to go all the way up there.
No,
Or if he
Fwoosh
goes
don't,
back
but
in the bowl and
yeah.
But
if he goes back in the bowl, we can't summon him until tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can always just camp out here, cook some hot dogs, tell some ghost stories.
Yeah.
Don't move at all so we don't trigger any of these bloody things.
Yeah. Fry some
Roast-
mushrooms.
Fried
Yeah.
some mushrooms. Pee in your pants a bit.
Clean up, pee again.
Does prestidigitation make wet things dry?
Let me check.
Post it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
I guess
I
it's
almost
open
said-
to interpretation.
Yeah, I mean, is it clean but wet?
Oh, gross. I don't want to imagine that.
I mean,
I'm just gonna. It's clean and it's dry. That's how I'm going for that.
I don't know. I think it might be clean. It just might still be wet.
Oh, no. And what does
You
soil
just have like
mean?
just like a
This
big.
context.
Well, soil just means make dirty, presumably.
Okay.
It's-
But what is it dirty with? Just like dust?
Well, yeah, it could be travel dust. I suppose that's also open interpretation. I mean, if you want to, since it can do smells as well, I suppose you could try to make it poo or something. We're into that sort of thing. And if you were, don't tell us. I don't think we need to know. That's way too much information. Way too much information.
And what are we talking about? What are we doing?
I don't know. I've just got an image of somebody wearing leather breeches with a big wet stain right around their groin.
Oh, gross.
So
Um,
Fwoosh either just follows him up there, we all go up, this is one option, or he goes with wish we had a water breathing potion for Rick to have him in the ball, and the goldfish ball becomes the goldfish ball. They go up, sort it out by themselves. Fwoosh goes back in bowl, we camp out for a night. Those are our options so far, right?
Yeah.
Kind of veering towards camping out for the night, but
Well, it's quiet now. It doesn't mean it's gonna stay quiet here.
Yeah, for all you know, at midnight it kicks off into a rave. Lasers come flying through the cavern. It's just like Daft Punk. Just
Yeah.
exactly.
How long will it take us to get up to the lake if we walk now?
Probably about an hour or two.
Okay.
It's not that much further in terms of elevation, but because it's more of a gentle slope and passageway, there may be other ways up there faster, but this is a passage specifically for merchant caravans, so pretty laid out and well traveled. But it's meant to accommodate cats and beasts of burden.
Well, if we want to save the city today, it's possible.
Well, let's do it.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with that.
I do have a question though. If if we were to leave the infected, what would happen? Like, would they die of the infection?
I don't
I mean, just theoretically.
probably.
Mhm.
Or there would be those zombie creatures for life.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And it would spread, most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
We have theorized about this as well when it started to set in. We haven't seen anything that suggests a greater intelligence. But the clerics, before they were overcome themselves, felt that there was a risk that since all of these seem to be tied together via the spores and the tendrils of fungus that seem to permeate, it is entirely possible that at some point somebody, whoever the greater power is behind this, they could just take all of the infected living creatures and suddenly give them orders or control them like an undead army. You know, you might come across a skeleton or a zombie or even a mummy or something, but most of them have been created by actual necromancers, and they, for whatever reason, lost control or just gave up. rather than destroy them, just left them to wander aimlessly. But this would be the reverse. We hypothesize that this could be a case of either they all get consumed and turned into the nutrient base for whatever it is this goddess that you've talked about is requiring for her fetus, or else otherwise it becomes a standing army or some combination.
Yeah.
Rescuing them would certainly help us because we could put the case forward to the rest of the Lord's Alliance, as well as possibly just providing support if you're heading further deeper into the deep Underdark. If not, to be honest, I think death would be preferable. Rather to die a good death than to be turned into somebody else's soup.
That makes sense.
We've debated this. Moradin and all the other dwarven gods, generally speaking, were quite stoic. But, sometimes you have to make a tough decision. We haven't had anybody just come out of it, though. It's possible somebody develops some sort of immunity, or they've done so already and we just don't know about it. But we assumed that this whole kingdom was going to be destroyed.
Well, let's try to save you.
And he puts his hand on his chest, and then he closes his eyes and nods his head forward a little bit.
I thank you for your efforts.
Yes, I guess we have to backtrack a bit.
Mm.
Anything else we want to do here before we go? Investigate anything more or
Nope.
poke some pots?
Nope.
I think it's better not to touch anything.
The six nearest you start quivering.
Get out of here.
You hear a squelching sound as one of them starts to pop open a couple of lids.
Let's go to the lake then.
Yeah.
Lake party.
Yay!
Yay.
Ain't no party like a dwarven lake party. Okay. Look at all this work he has to do just so you guys can take a little tour
Sorry.
around Gauntlgrym. For fuck's sake. And somebody wanted to just skip to the ending.
Yeah, we would be much easier with the montage. We will be done by now.
Remember how you were really pissed off that you lost a spell slot?
Ooh.
Keep this up. You're going to really hate what happens next. All right. Okay. So, Brawn Anvil. I have to stop rolling my R's when I don't need it. Will lead you out. You do occasionally see a pod, but it's just one pod by itself. And Brawn Anvil tells Rick to just squash it. Sometimes when it pops, there's nothing. Occasionally when it pops, there's some slimy remains of a dwarf in there. Most of the time they seem reasonably whole, obviously dead now. A couple of times they look like they're half digested.
Mm.
And finally you reach what appears to be a massive cavern. The cavern itself is very geometrical. The rocks here are they're mostly a kind of slate, so they chip and they break mostly along geometrical lines.
Ooh.
It's beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so pretty.
Mhm. Very
It's
pretty.
covered in glowing fungus. It's not as badly contaminated as the main cavern you were just in. This appears to be bioluminescent fungus of various types that seem to grow naturally. They look like the kinds of fungus you've seen elsewhere in Gauntlgrym and elsewhere in the Underdark. There's just a lot of it. And the whole cavern is quite humid. There's swirling mists of water vapor that are visible. There's definitely a breeze, but you can't really tell where it originates. And the water, for the most part, is actually quite crystal clear, except for certain areas that have a little bit of fungus on it. And it looks deep, right? To the extent that there's some illumination, and to the extent that the water is clear itself, there's a sort of a shallow shelf underneath the surface of the water, and then another shelf, and then after that just disappears into darkness, and you can only assume that it's very, very deep.
Okay.
And the whole room just has the sound of dripping water. There are signs of little animals. You see blind fish swimming in the water. They're blind and albino colorless fish, which makes sense because you're underground. There's no need for coloration or even eyesight when it's primarily dark all the time. You hear the splashing of them occasionally as they come to the surface. There are cave crickets chirping away. It's actually pretty idyllic.
Yeah, this is a way
What?
better campsite.
Yeah, much better. Quark, can you function underwater? Do you need to breathe? Can you swim?
Don't need to breathe, but can't swim.
But your metal, you should kind of just drop to the bottom.
That's not swimming.
No, true.
That's sinking.
That's sinking. And you can fly,
You can
right?
sink,
I guess.
but not underwater.
I was just wondering if we could just do everything from this side. If he sinks to the bottom, starts to drill, and drills the whole way through, and then we have the bowl to plug the hole.
That actually sounds pretty good. Be about the right size.
We're out of water breathing potions, right?
Yeah, I don't have
We don't
any.
have any more. Would have been nice to have Charlotte down there with their wall of force, just in case.
Or one of you could take water breathing and then cast it as a ritual. Oh, there he goes again.
I can't because it's a level 3 spell. I'm
Oh,
not
for
level 5
God's
yet.
sake, just let it go. You're not level 5 yet. I mean,
I'm not.
Level
jeez.
up.
Up to me.
Wine. Would you like some cheese with that wine? I'm not level 5 yet.
If
Two of
Dylan
you,
had
two
been
of you
here.
are. Yeah, yes, if Dylan had been there, then. But somebody had to take a bath in lava.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking through her bag just to see. So, any suggestions? Or we can just stay here forever. Just have a vacation. Looks nice here.
You guys almost did the same thing with the illusion room further down with the
Yeah.
unicorn and the fireflies.
That wasn't such a good idea.
There's no elevator music here.
No.
Oh, we could split the party.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Why are you so happy about that?
Oh, yes. Oh.
Oh,
Never recommended.
We can just leave Rick here. He will be fine.
And
It's
I'll go
just
back down and do what our original plan was.
Yeah, but we
Shall-
don't have any way to communicate with him to plug the hole when he
I
should
can.
plug the hole.
I can.
Charlotte can just wade into the water up to her waist and just relieve herself, and nobody will know.
I can cast sending when he needs to plug the hole, but
Of course you can.
if we stay here, we don't have any control about how much water goes down.
No, that's true. I was thinking about your mental thing, but that's kind of just
Few
a couple
minutes.
minutes. Yeah. And I was like, oh, we have no way to contact him, but of course you can cast sending.
Everybody forgets about their favorite messenger, of
Yes.
course.
Yay.
Thank you, Daria. And don't forget, Daria, Denise doesn't have that many spells. She's not like a wizard. So for her to allocate her very rare spells that she can prepare to something that's really just a utility spell is, that's a fairly big sacrifice.
That's a free one.
I was trying to build you up, but okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I should start collecting money, gold, for casting.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should. 10 gold per sending.
Yes. First one free, second
Yeah.
one 10 gold pieces. Oh, I would be rich. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
You can
a
get
plan
them
for
onto like
future.
a monthly subscription plan.
Yeah.
35 gold a month, and you can get 3 free sendings, and then after that you pay another 10 gold per sending.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm writing that down.
Everybody needs a retirement plan for when they're sick of adventuring.
Yeah.
Lilith, how do you feel about all this?
I think it's a good plan.
Mhm.
Leaving Rick up here and go downstairs. Again. Again. All this walking.
Your calves look
Well-
amazing.
Yeah. It's good for our stamina.
Yeah.
Enric is safe.
What?
Enric is safe. The
Enric
most
is
important
safe.
thing.
Yeah. How long will it take Fwoosh, sorry, to purify the water here?
Whoosh will look, and he'll actually extend out his toe and stick it into the water like he's testing how cold it is, like he's a skittish, bather about to head into the ocean at the beginning of the summer. And he kind of shakes. Hard to say. Depends on how badly it's contaminated. Could be an hour, could be a day.
So we might need 2 sendings. Well, you can just knock on the ball if we cast a sending to you and ask you if the water is finished purifying. No,
We could
we
just
need
wait
2
here.
sendings. Yeah, can wait until he's done and then go back.
That might
do
be
that.
better in case it takes a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather a day up here than a day down there.
Yeah, agree.
Day-o. Day-o. Black mold gone and we're gonna start drill.
Lynn.
Little tiefling, send me a little sending. Daylight gone. Gone and okay, let's go. It's almost a whole session, and you guys haven't even started doing anything yet. It's been. This is
There's things we
exactly
have to
the kind
wait
of thing.
for. The
Yeah,
elemental was
Fwoosh.
too slow.
This is the kind of thing that you were complaining about. There's no action.
Fwoosh,
Let's fight,
go ahead.
fight.
Go purify. Do your thing. We'll wait here.
And he does a big swan dive. Woo! Splash!
Oh.
Grab the wrong thing. And disappears into the surface. You're not gonna do anything else? You're just gonna wait for him to completely purify the thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
that's
hanging
nice.
out,
Yeah, just hanging out. Going over the plan.
taking off your boots, sticking your feet in the water.
No.
Yes, having a little bit of a bathe.
Maybe wait until it's purified.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
If it's still some black mold in it, maybe it's not wise to jump in.
You're right. Ugh.
Okay. As you're probably there for about 15, 20 minutes, just standing around, presumably. Is that when you notice some rustling behind, there's growth of moss and fungus that's so thick that it's actually almost like a bush. And there's a little bit of rustling. And you notice something. It's kind of green. It's kind of about 4.5, 5 feet tall. Pops out ahead. And then he steps forward. What are you doing in my grove?
It's a long story. We're trying to
He just-
purify the lake, and then save Gauntlgrym.
Oh, saving Gauntlgrym. Yeah. Environmental disaster those folks are. Constantly mining and sending their tailings off into the wild, poisoning the environment.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
As a Canadian, Yvonne's like, ooh, these guys.
Yeah. This might be a slight road bump.
Well, it's better to save them and leave them as they are now.
What
The black mold.
does saving them have to do with coming to my grove? Unless you're just wanting to wash your feet and take a swim.
That's the plan. Just washing our feet. Take a swim.
Really? You planning on swimming in that armor?
And he points at Lilith.
Carrying those big axes? Wearing those fancy robes and your tiara? And what the hell is that big metal ball doing? What's he gonna do with that?
Wash
And he
the
points
ball.
at Brawn Anvil, even though Brawn Anvil's got nothing to do with the ball, because he assumes Brawn Anvil's got something to do with it. Sorry, Daria?
Wash the ball. It's dirty. Sometimes need to wash your ball.
You see, I'm not going to touch that because I have too much class.
That's awesome.
See,
I
just gonna leave that one.
halfway through realized.
Especially in the summertime.
Twice a day.
I just like to let them soak.
Don't eat the marinade. Bad idea.
All right, moving on. Let's get
Bad for the, mithril and all.
and for the little guys that swim around inside. I meant Rick.
Right.
Of course.
I believe.
No, you cannot put your big metal ball in my pristine pond. Metal doesn't react well to the water here.
What do you mean? What happens?
Well, the water will get dirty and get contaminated with all the heavy metals. It's not good for the animals.
What animals? I look around.
Look around you.
and you see lizards, all sorts of insects, bats. There's the fish.
Can you not see this grove is teeming with life? Aha!
Fish will be fine.
It should be fine.
Well, plus we can purify it after. We have ways.
What do you mean you're gonna purify it? I've been purifying it for weeks.
I guess we got you a helper.
What helper? You didn't even know I was here. Why would you have a helper? What are you going to do? Sieve it out? It's not some swimming pool.
Sorry, what was your name again?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Fennel McMossytash, druid of this grove.
And this is where he's standing. Don't you just love his hair?
Mhm.
Well, if it's a grove, are there other druids here?
No.
Hmm. Is he lying to me?
I don't know. You can go ahead and roll an insight check if you want.
Yeah, watch this.
Watch this, indeed.
Oh, 23.
Ooh, Ida, would you like to roll an opposing?
Sure. 3.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh, he is definitely telling a porky pie. He's like touching his nose. He's shifting suddenly, nervously back and forth between his 2 feet, looking around skittishly as if he's afraid somebody's going to overhear him.
I'll give a knowing look with a raised eyebrow to my girlies.
And luckily, you did not lose one recently, so you can actually make that look. Does Cracker look on jealously?
A little.
Can I look around and like try to hear if I can hear anyone else close by?
Sure. Give it a whirl with your big pointy elven ears.
Yeah,
Percepzione.
12.
I mean, there's a lot of ambient noise, right? I mean, now that you're really paying attention, there's like the trickle of water. There's actually a trickle of water, and you can hear it's probably coming from somewhere off in the corner you can't quite see. Because everything's all the rocks are kind of glistening, even the surface of the walls. You think there may be even like a little underground stream or waterfall, just not like a big waterfall, but like sometimes you see on a hillside, there's a little bit of water that just kind of runs down rocks. You think there's some of that. There's definitely the cave crickets I mentioned earlier. There's frogs and amphibians making a bit of a chorus. Still the occasional splash of the fish in the pond. And there is, as I said, a little bit of a breeze, so some of the hanging foliage, occasionally makes a little bit of noise. It's not quite rustling of leaves, but it's kind of just. But you don't hear anything that sounds like a humanoid speaking or somebody walking around. Can we just cut to the montage? I love you, Henrietta, but there are times, honestly. And you deserve it. Deep down
Thank you.
inside, that's why you really resent it. You don't resent me. You kind of feel like you deserve it.
Can I
Cracker's
move
saying
over
something.
here?
So it's, as you can see, there's water there. It's not like a swimming pool, right? There's different elevations, so you can probably try to jump it. But if it doesn't look like it's a connected piece of material, then you either have to go into the water or you have to clear it somehow.
Okay.
So yes, if you'd like to, but you'll have to with your long, lithe elven legs.
Yeah.
wearing your heavy armor.
Well, I'm gonna
So graceful.
not do it right now.
It's not Lord of the Rings. You're not Legolas. Sliding
No.
down, like surfing a giant tree branch, shooting arrows 10 at a time. And then somersaulting at the end.
I can do that.
In your gigantic silk gown with your tiara on top of your head.
Heels.
And your silk bespoke heels with the red leather sole.
Cracker elbows Zenise and whispers, "Could the lizard be one of them?" Because she's seen Dylan shift into weird shapes.
Yeah.
I don't know, probably.
We could be completely surrounded.
Every cricket is a druid.
Starting to wonder. Cracker knows when it's not time for intimidation. Maybe some diplomacy? Anybody?
I'm not the best at diplomacy.
I'm gonna sit down and try casting water walk for 10 minutes, and hopefully I won't be disturbed. Just in case.
Oi, what are you doing there? No magic
Easy.
in the grove unless you've got permission,
And I haven't given you permission, as he points his finger accusingly at you.
She's just casting water walk. You see, she's a little bit afraid of drowning. So when we are going to swim, she's gonna just walk on the water. No big deal.
It's the matronizing tone that really seals the deal. Go ahead and roll a persuasion, or deception. I mean, it's deception, but it's also persuasion, I suppose. So, if there's a difference, you can choose.
There is a difference. So I would like
Ah.
persuasion.
Okay.
21.
All right.
all right. But I've got an eye on you.
And he squints one eye, raises the eyebrow to the other. Cracker looks on again jealously.
No funny stuff, eh? I see anything coming out of your hands there. Webs, fire, lightning, those pew-pew things. You're in trouble, eh?
Of course.
Sad look.
Oh, no pew-pews.
Put your finger guns away. Please check your finger guns in with the bartender at the bar. Well, it's 12:01, people. You know what this means.
One last session with
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Aw.
Oh.
Thank you.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. At the very next day, you gave it away. This year. Okay. Everybody, love you all. As sisters and nieces, no grabby assy hugs. I hope you have a
Love you too,
lovely.
Uncle Al.
Sorry?
I said love you too, Uncle Al.
Thank you very much. Hope you all have a lovely week. I'm going to go soak my balls now.
Oh God.
Well, it was singular, but okay.
Yeah, but I do have two, so you know.
All right.
It would be weird if I only soaked. It would be even weird if I only soaked one. Like, what's the point?
Maybe even difficult. Okay. Well,
Okay. See
See you
you all
next week,
next week.
everyone.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you.